So, Anuj, we are back and we have another podcast together. So, this time, last time I introduced you off camera. Now, this time you introduce yourself and tell the audience who is Anuj Patel.
Hi everyone. As you might know, my name is Anuj Patel. I am a student studying at Government Medical College Nagpur. In my free time, I also make YouTube videos. Yeah, that's about it. I also have an app for biology for NEET aspirants. And yeah, I guess that's all about myself. I am currently in second year, waiting to go into third year. By the time you're watching this, hopefully my university takes my exams, and I push forward to third. So yeah, that's all about me. And this guy, this handsome guy, his name is Subhav Ramnani. He's currently a sixth year medical student, and he has a great YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed to him, please consider doing so, because the amount of effort that this guy puts into his channel as well as Instagram is tremendous, like even more than I can
Wow.
imagine. So yeah, I did it for the both of us.
Oh, I got free promotion. Okay, never mind. Okay, so one detail you skipped there, bro.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah.
It's okay. So one detail you skipped there was that how you got into medical school. That was by clearing NEET UG and getting an amazing rank of AIR 885, All India rank of 885. So this sentence in itself has a lot of weight on it. So tell us about your journey to this rank. It is not easy for everyone or anyone to achieve what you achieved. So tell us about it. How did you achieve this rank and how did you finally end up at GMC Nagpur?
Okay. So like the story is like I was not sure कि मुझे डॉक्टर बनना है या नहीं बनना है, ठीक है. Till about
Okay.
10th, in the last month of my 10th standard, my sister told me कि you have to become a doctor, and I was like, okay, I will try my best. And that's when like my mother got me enrolled into an institution. And after 10th was done, my institution started taking the coaching classes and everything, the 4-hour classes from 8 to 12. And I really did not expect that I would get selected, or I didn't used to think about all of these things in the first place. Like in the last 1 month or 2 months, only then I used to think ki maybe I won't get selected or maybe I will get selected. So these thoughts didn't come to me. And then in 11th and 12th, just studying every day and giving a lot of tests. Like I believe in any sort of preparation that you're doing for your any sort of examination, 50% should be reading, understanding, revising, but the later 50% should be actually giving more tests. So like now I'm preparing for NEET PG, or next as we call it now. Most of my time, like what I can imagine is I'm doing the question banks. Like if I'm studying 3 hours, then out of that 2 hours I'm doing the question bank and 1 hour I'm doing the reading part. And I guess that was one of the main factors which led to me getting a good rank. And if you are a NEET aspirant watching this, then I guess solving around 300 to 400 MCQs each day, minimum, like from all the three subjects combined, physics, chemistry, bio, should be your ideal target. Because if you do that for a lot of days, you would have accumulated like lakhs of questions over the span of 2 years. And that would like you if you've already given all of these questions, like nothing can stop you from beating the exam. So it's kind of strategic. And I did not achieve my best. Like I could have gotten even a better rank, but I'm very happy with what I got. Like I was trying to get under 500, but I'm very happy with what I got. So, and ending up at GMC Nagpur actually. So it's the alma mater of my parents, and my sister could not get into GMC Nagpur, and it was like I really want to get here, and that therefore I took GMC Nagpur. More on that later in the podcast.
Okay, so that was about your journey to 885. So what we've learned is we should do more questions. That's what most people or most students end up not doing.
Yeah.
Everyone focuses on the theory, including me. I didn't do that. Everyone focuses on the theory and no one does the questions. So yeah, now I know. I wish I could go back in time and do those questions again and give the NEET UG again. Anyway, the NEET got cancelled at my time, so wouldn't have mattered.
Right.
So next, coming to your YouTube channel, your creator side, how is Anuj Patel as a creator? So from the beginning, how did you come up with this YouTube channel? What made you start it?
Right. So, most of you people might not know this, but my YouTube channel was started back in 2012. If you go to the about section of my channel, you can see creator from 2012, something like that. So, it was right there, and I uploaded my first video on in 2013, I guess. It was on the Newton's disc. Nobody knows this. The video is still there. It has like 500 views. It's unlisted, so you can't see it. And the thing is that I recorded that with a webcam from my father's laptop, and I just uploaded it randomly, and he'll put some clips of that video which I'll give him over link so you can watch it for yourself.
So, friends, I'm gonna tell you how the Newton's disc works. It is composed of mainly 7 colors, that are the rainbow colors. For instance, these are our 7 colors we are gonna combine to make a white color. This is my new invention. Once again. Thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe, like, and watch it again and again.
And then what happened was that I was in 7th, 8th, 9th and 10th. So we had a lot of projects when we were in this high school thing, and we were given like make this sort of PPT, make this video. So every time I used to do that, I felt like that was so good. And earlier times were simple. There was 50 kbps internet, and we used to make videos on Movie Maker. So I did that on Movie Maker and stuff, and put like 17 videos out there. Nobody watched it. I did not even get like 50 subscribers. And then what happened was 10th, 11th, 12th ho gaya. And then I stopped everything. And I unlisted all the videos except for that one Newton's disc video. And then what happened in first year, after first year was done, my parents told me that you should like a lot of students come to you once you have cleared or your NEET. Like once you have cleared your NEET and you go to an 11th or 12th institution, everybody is a fan of you. Everybody wants to know you ki bhaiya tumne kaise kiya, bhaiya ye bata do, wo bata do. So I used to get a lot of calls from a lot of people asking me the same thing. So my parents used to tell me ki you should put up a video on YouTube and start to explain. And then I was like nahi yaar, YouTube nahi, mere liye nahi hai YouTube, main nahi ban सकता हूँ यूट्यूबर. So like this is what happened with me. And then in first year, when I was I have passed my first year once, so I just uploaded a random anatomy video because the topic spinal nerve was very difficult to me. So I explained it on a whiteboard. I uploaded 2 videos, and that time all of my batchmates they were the people who were watching my video. So I was from 50 subscribers to 250 subscribers in one day. I was like, wow, itne sare subscribers ho gaye. Fair. I mean, that's how it started, and I did not expect it to go this way, where I'll be making videos about my exam being postponed and vlogs about going to my school, etc. But yeah, that's how it started. That's the story behind my channel. I wish I had done it earlier, but no regrets.
So you mentioned you did not imagine it would blow up this big, that you'll be making your study vlogs, everything in your life. So what was that point? Where was that point where it actually started to pick up the pace, like exponentially?
Okay. So I guess I would narrow it down to one video, which like every channel has that one video which takes them from this to this overnight. And
I'm waiting. I'm waiting.
He will definitely get one of his videos. I'm sure about
this
it.
This is the video. This is the video.
He makes a lot of effort into it, so I guess it will be soon. So anyways, the thing is I was making videos for 9 months. I had reached almost 10,000 subscribers, not even 10, like 9,000, very very gradually. In 9 months, you can imagine 9,000 subscribers is very very low. And still I was making it just because it was very fun to do it, and that's the reason I still continue doing it. Otherwise I wouldn't do it. And like one day I was like let's go and talk about how I gave my NEET examination and what are the techniques I used for first year, and most of it revolved around making questions. At that time I was not aware it was called active recall or something like that. It was just something which I had been using, like I already told you, do a lot of questions. So that's what my mentality was, and like I went to my rooftop, like held the camera like this, and I spoke to the camera for 10 minutes straight, and that was the video which I recorded. Least effort video I've ever made in my life. Came back downstairs, took a thumbnail, and the very next day, it was not even a Sunday, I posted it. And a very, very catchy title, right? I guess it was How I Memorize Entire Books.
I've seen that video.
Clickbait being the highest. Like, I did not know. I was just experiment something. But it was actually true. If you use that technique, you might be able to memorize entire books. No kidding. So the content was good and the thumbnail was very catchy. And guess what happened? In 10 days of time, everything started rolling. And what happens is that once new viewers come to your channel, they are like, हमने इसका एक video देखा है, हम इसके सारे video देखेंगे. So they go back and watch all of your videos. And if those videos which you made before are good, they become your subscribers. So that one video changed everything. And just after that, I uploaded a room tour video, which again got the same response. I don't know why people are interested in my room, but that got the same response. And from, I guess, 15th of March to 30th of March, I went from 12,000 subscribers to 30,000 subscribers, like in 15 days.
Wow.
So that's what got rolling. And then I just have to continuously keep making it, otherwise it would just fade away.
Yeah. So you're still on a roll.
Yeah, definitely. There are obviously downs and ups, but consistency is what makes it.
For sure. So now that you're a YouTuber, you can say I don't think so. If they can see, I can see that YouTube silver plate down behind you.
It's over there. Let me just.
Yeah, I don't think so. They can see
there.
it, but
yeah, it's not in focus. It's manual focus. Yeah.
It's okay. I'll take a screenshot and put it here. Okay. Right. So now that you are a YouTuber, what has changed in your life? What has become different that you are a YouTuber now?
All right. So we'll talk about life while I'm indoors, and then life when I'm outdoors. The outdoors one is more better, right? So in the indoor ones, like I have to actively segregate my time to make videos. Like I just released a video in the morning about me studying 10 hours straight.
Yeah, I saw that.
That video, I literally studied more than, like, it was 11 hours, but I did not want it to be like 11 because 10 hours seems like a better title to me. So I advertised it like 10 hours. So I studied so much during that day, and the very next day I had to sit from 11 to like 2 just to edit that entire video out. And that's actively time segregation. If I was not a YouTuber, the very next day I would have sat again for 10 hours and like studied even more. So that's the problem that you get once you are in YouTube. And the thing is that it's difficult to shift from your study mode to YouTube mode and back to study mode fluently. Like you need at least one sleep between it, right? So if you're recording a video and then after recording somebody says ki let's go read antipsychotics from Pharmac 2, I'm like nahi, aaj nahi padna. So it's like once you do this YouTube thing, I try to limit it to one day so that from the morning 9 till the evening 9, I'm just recording. So 7 videos in one day and then editing it in some day later so that I get 6 days normal at least to study and do stuff. So like that's what happened in my personal life, and a lot of things happened in my outdoor life as well. So I remember going outside to my college once. I was supposed to get a shot of my second dose, so of Covaxin. So like I went there and it's like a chamber. So there's a nurse, there's another nurse, and there's a doctor who is just sitting there. So I went inside. I had to tell my name. I am Anuj. They opened. They were typing Anuj, and all like one of those like one doctor. He turns to me and says, "तू YouTube बनाता है ना?" I'm like, "हाँ, मैं YouTube बनाता हूँ." I'm like, "बहुत बढ़िया." Then we have that 5-minute conversation. 3 people waiting outside, getting angry. Ki, why is this guy not coming out? Get my second dose out. When I'm going outside, I'm standing near my this thing, 2-wheeler. Then the 3 juniors approach me. Sir, आपका वीडियो देखा अच्छा लगा. I'm like, thanks yaar. So like a lot has happened. I once I went to a restaurant, like 4 people came and like they were discussing that this is the guy from YouTube, इसको देखने मत दो, हम इसके बारे में बात कर रहे हैं, but it's very obvious. So like that has happened in my outdoor life. Outdoor one is definitely more fun. I'm waiting for the colleges to start so that I could record everything in my life and put it out as MBBS vlogs or something. So yeah, that's what has changed.
Okay, so you've got a lot of fandom, you can say. We, including me, everyone, all watching you are your fans. We are looking out for your next video. You have created that for us. Like, you have created this at, okay, I know Anuj posts every Sunday. Now he's also posting every Thursday. So we are looking forward to it. So, but all of
Thanks a
this,
lot, man.
yeah, but all of this takes a lot of dedication. And just like everyone else, you also have 24 hours in a day. So how you talked about actively managing your time, but let's dive
Yeah.
a bit more deeper into that. How do you do the planning, the everything, scripting, all of it? How do you do it?
Okay, so this is about how I produce my videos. I have already made a video about it. It was supposed to come out now, but it will probably out in May or sometime. So anyways, let me just dive into it. So the thing is that I believe in something called as batch production. That means if you're doing the same repetitive task, then group them together and do them
Yeah.
in the same time. Let's say you want to send out parcels. So 10 parcels, don't do it at 10 different times, do it in 1 hour. So that's the core ideology. So there are 2 types of videos which you see on the channel. There is a sit and chat or stand and chat types of videos where I just chat with the camera. It's very easy to record. And the other types are vlogs, which are much more interesting, gain a lot more views. So these are the 2 different types of videos I've got. So when I'm recording a sit and chat video, I never record a sit and chat and video. So I do it like 4 videos at least in a day. So I'm sitting for like in the morning from 9 to 2 and I'm recording 4 videos, etc. So let us get into how these sit and chat videos are made, because the vlogs are spontaneous. I have 0 plans for my vlogs except for my objectives for that particular day, right? So for sit and chat videos, first of all, I need ideas, a lot of ideas. And once you are in YouTube, like, you get inspired by everything that you see. So I have to be careful as to what content I'm consuming. For example, if I'm seeing a lot of Dream or Minecraft, I'm like, Minecraft. Okay? And if I'm saying something like Ali Abdal, I'm like productivity. If I'm watching somebody else like Aman Tilak, I'm like NEET. And so I have to selectively like rule out all the other things which influence me and think originally and think about what do you guys need from me, as well as what am I interested to make. So once I get that idea, it could be anywhere. Most of the time it's when I'm doing like mindless activities like driving or showering, etc. And I write that idea down, and then the thing what happens next is that once I have 4 or 5 of these ideas, I sit down and then I write my script. And in the script, I try to plan everything so that it's a mixture of me chatting and as well as other footages overlay it. So that's the scripting part. It usually takes around 2 or 3 hours to write 3 scripts, I guess, because 1 hour per script is too much. And then after that is done, recording is the most fun part. Setting up the camera, talking to it, filming bloopers, everything. So that takes around, let's say 2 hours to record 4 videos. And after that is done, there's the worst part of every YouTuber, that is editing. The footage, post-production. It's like the worst. If I had one thing which has wasted my time more than anything, that would be editing it. Like, definitely. And then editing takes a lot of time. I don't really know, but a study with me video takes around like, it used to take around 10 or 12 hours, but now like my software has improved and everything has improved, so it takes around 5 or 6 hours or 7 hours minimum to like just edit. So imagine 10 hours studying and then 7 hours editing.
Yeah.
So that's how everything is managed. And I usually segregate this in 2 days, and rest of the 5 days you do your entire hardcore study for your life. So and how do you do it?
I pretty much do the same, but in less quantity, I can say. I like to batch. So I also do 1 to 2 videos, not 4. Like 2 to 3. 3 I have not done, 2 I have done. So I try to do 2 videos, but for me the hurdle is the planning part, like to get the ideas. So you said like you get most of your ideas when you're doing mindless things. That is true. But I somehow like get the idea. I have like 6 ideas right now, but there is that barrier that okay, I have to make a script. Like I'll at least have to write points, and I'm like, I'll just do that later. So if I write that down, that I have I think 15 videos of I have just written idea, and they have not passed on the next stage. As soon as they pass on the next stage, I can make the video. Editing is also okay for me, but this jotting it down, the script and all, the objective of the video, that's too much for me. I think it's different for everyone, but yeah, editing, I think it's common for all YouTubers. And
Universal
one day,
torture of being a YouTuber.
one day we can hire an editor with our same vision who thinks like us and can edit the video just like we want it. That's the goal.
I
Okay.
actually hired an editor once, and
Yeah.
it went badly. I don't know. I was stupid, I guess, for like hiring him. And I sent him the footages via Google Drive. Like if I record like 15 minutes of video, that's like 15 GB of or more than footage. So I
Yeah.
sent him that, and he apparently, being an editor, did not have an internet connection. So he like messages me, and he's like, "Sir, हम पेन ड्राइव भेज दे क्या?" He's like, "You parcel me your footage from the pen drive and I'll edit it." I'm like, we are done. No more editing from you. I'll do it on my own. So like, it's difficult to get an editor who is proper, at least in India.
Yeah, and once you get it, you have to hope that your vision and his vision connects. That is one more thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, one day we will. So the next thing is YouTube as a creator. YouTube as a consumer is different. YouTube as a creator is again different. As you said, you can get ideas from anywhere. Watching Aman Tilak, NEET, Minecraft, whatever you said. So what is you? I know you've mentioned something about love and hate, about being a creator on YouTube. So tell us more about that.
Right. So if you see any video that I've put, and if you see like love and hate, let's dive on about love and hate first. So if you see the like to dislike ratio, it's like usually there are 1,000 likes and there are like 5 dislikes or something like that.
True.
So 99.5% or 99.1% of your creation will be appreciated by anybody, and only very less people underappreciate it. And always remember this fact: if you're a creator, you will never be criticized by somebody who is doing more than you. You will always be criticized by somebody who is doing less than you, right? So don't ever get those things into your mind. And I like to think that these dislikes which are coming are actually people from Australia. So they have the like button inverted because they are in the southern hemisphere. So that's my mentality. Like if I get a dislike, that's actually an Australian guy
I
who is
did
liking my
not
video.
expect that.
So if you have that mentality, you won't be affected by it. At least that's my thing. Talking about the love part, once you start putting yourself out there, amazing things will happen in your life. Like I have got so many connections in this past year made. I've had so many big companies which I've got the chance to work with, and I've got to know a lot of exposure of how their marketing works, how everything, like so many big companies, and that really helped me a lot. And the love part, again, I would tell you, is that once I see the emails that some people sent me, once I see the amount of DMs that I get about telling me how one of my videos, one of that line which I said in this video have changed their entire life per se, that gives me a lot of hope for myself. Like recently I had this email from a girl, and she had that huge email, and she wrote about how her early life was very filled with struggle and everything, and she is now preparing for NEET, and now she watches my videos, and that actually drives her to improve her, because she sees what life I am living, and that motivates her to become the same. So imagine your videos on the internet affecting somebody
Someone's
so
life.
much that their entire course of life is diverted. That's incredible. And even if I'm able to touch a few lives by just recording myself in a camera, that's an achievement for me. And like that's the thing. And hate, I do get a few hate comments now and then. They are not at all
Yeah.
as severe as other people like Logan Paul or somebody else get. So like mine are very basic. So like they, once you are in YouTube for so long, like those go above it. So like I don't get any sort of, like I remember one instance, like 3 people, they were spamming my comments with so many hateful things, and I got so depressed. I was at 25,000 subscribers, and I called up my friend and I told her कि यार ऐसे हो रहा है, मुझे अच्छा नहीं लग रहा है, मैं क्या करूँ, मैं वीडियो हटा दूँ क्या? And she's like, जाने दो उन्हें, कुछ नहीं होता है.
Ignorance is
Like,
bliss.
सही बात है. Yeah, so once you are at a lower subscriber rate, you, every single good comment you get, you screenshot it. Like I physically remember doing it. If I get 4 lines, I get screenshot. ये मेरा comment है, ये मेरे लिए लिखा है. But nowadays it's like I'm not getting the time to read everything. You post a video in like 5 minutes, there are 300 comments, so you can't physically read all of that. So that's what's happening right now. So YouTube as a creator, I would say, is good because it allows you to do a lot of things which you could not have done before. It's also bad if you take unnecessary things seriously. And sometimes the YouTube algorithm actually plays with your mind. It shows you that some of your videos performed less, some of your videos perform better. So instead of you making what you actually love, you end up making what the algorithm wants from you.
Yeah.
So the thing is, if I put up a video on NEET, it gets like 1 lakh views in 2 or 3 days. I'm like, okay. If I put up a video on books to read in second year, that's got 40,000 views. It's the second day of the video. So the algorithm wants you to promote the things which, you know, the algorithm wants. So like that's one thing. But if you have a good quality of content overall, occasionally you can also do what you love and also what the algorithm loves. Usually they are in the same, that gray zone.
Same sphere, yeah. So that
like
is
what do you feel when you see, like on the app, when you see ki video ranked 8 out of 10, 6 out of 10?
Of course that happens, but like I have learned, for example, these podcasts, I'm doing it with you. I did it with some other people, with Dr. Abbas Ali, some other notable people who I know will drive this video up, which is beyond my audience. So those videos I know will be ranked 1 when they come out, rank 1, rank 2. And my videos which I'm producing with a small audience will be ranked low. So that was my first barrier, like, okay, I have to accept. And it's good that, okay, I'm doing a video with Anuj, he has so many subscribers, that will drive my channel also. So that I've learned. So I'm looking for, like, okay, one more podcast with Anuj. Yes, I might get more subscribers. So
I get so many requests on email asking me to do podcasts. 99% of them I don't reply because I don't feel comfortable doing more. But only a few people that have recorded a podcast with, it's not out yet, a lot of people. So like one of this is this guy, because he's just so humble, so down to earth. I occasionally talk about it to my parents and to my friends, like, this guy is the ideal senior which we should have. Like, this is the Batman that Gotham needs right now. So like he's really, really great. It might sound like I have a crush on him. It's nothing like that. He's honestly just a really great dude. That's what I think.
That's so much love from you. And that's why we're sitting here recording a second podcast. And that's why our first podcast had to be divided into 2 parts, because we talked so much.
2 parts.
Let's see how this one goes. So all this about love and hate about YouTube, we now understand. We have an insight now as an audience on how your life is affected by YouTube as a creator. But you personally must be having some good or iconic or best moments of what you think are the best moments of YouTube as a creator of one of your videos, or one of the journey of filming a video. So tell us more about it.
Alright, so the best moment of YouTube. Well, there are a lot of them, and what happens is that you start forgetting it. So the best moment,
True.
I guess, would be like the best moments are when seniors comment on my video, like people from internship, people doing the residency, people already being qualified as doctors and treating patients. So those are the best moment. Like I recently got like a message from one of the doctors who is a plastic surgeon in some state in India, and he was like, I really enjoy your videos, they have like affected my life and etc. And that was really one of the best moments. Like there is some NEET PG preparing people who are like, thanks for your videos, these are helping me study like my PG
Wow.
preparation, etc. And then the next thing is that the thing which I get from NEET aspirants, like, so those guys keep messaging me about how each video has impacted their life. The best moment for a YouTuber is when a video that they uploaded, which they did not think would do good, did good, and it bought a sponsor for some of your other videos. Like I can't reveal you now because I haven't done a video about it, but there's a sponsor I'm talking to right now that came to me because I posted an X video which I did not think would do good in the first place. So like I'll tell you right now, like it was one of those videos I did for my super productive workspace. So like few people in the United States watched it, they loved it, they contacted me, and I guess that's the best one. Like different companies that you don't know exist and that you also do know exist contact you because your videos have impacted them to be reaching out to you. So that's a great thing. Like that's one of the best things a YouTuber. And apart from that, the best moment was when I first got my first YouTube revenue. So for getting your YouTube revenue, your threshold is $100 in India. I guess it's the same outside as well. So
I have the Indian account, so it's same for me.
Right. So like whenever you put up a video, the AdSense money which you are earning, so that is unless and until you don't do $100, that is around 7,500 or 7,800. Jab tak the money won't get released. And I remember in March, my first YouTube income came. It was on the lower side, just about 200 or something dollars, and I was so happy that I got my first. And in perspective, my monetization got on 5th of November. So from November all the way to March, it took me all the way to February. Actually, it took me so much time just to make $100, and now the story is drastically different. So yeah, that's like the best moment.
I'm on that stage. Actually, the timeline matches pretty much, like it's a copy of your timeline. I started my monetization in November, and I just received in first week of March my first ad revenue, which was just above $100. Like exactly the same.
Congratulations.
Just different years. Thank you. So yeah, I agree. Those are the best moments. Like when I first got my first AdSense money, I was like, wow, all these months. Not even before November when I didn't have ads, but that is what made the AdSense to come on my channel. So yeah, it's a good moment. I agree, and it's good to spend that money. So yeah, now let's wrap this YouTube thing up by the last question, which is, what are your future plans with this YouTube channel?
Right. So straight up, I want to become the best medical vlogger, or the best vlogger, I would say, best student vlogger there is, like ever in the world. That's like my future plan. The only limitation that I'm having right now is that my college doesn't allow me to become a vlogger because they have closed the college. So originally this was the plan, like make a lot of vlogs. Lockdown happened, suddenly my channel exploded. Lockdown is now going away, and I really want to like become a vlogger because I enjoy making vlogs, and like my life is decently happening to keep the content fresh. It's not like repetitive. कुछ ना कुछ नया होते ही रहता है अलग अलग दिनों में. So yeah, and that's the reason that I record almost every single day. You might not be aware of this, but like every day I record a few bits of my life, just me randomly sitting and
Okay.
studying, or just me randomly editing the videos. They never make it anywhere. It's just for my sake, because if I need that footage somewhere, like that's yeah, I'm going laterally, but my best vlogger ever. So yeah, that's the thing. What's your goal?
I am sure you will, Rich. What's the goal?
What's your goal for the next 10 years, like for YouTube?
My first, so my YouTube is still not my primary, I would say it, because I never planned. Like you said, you have a journey. You started out in 2012, you recorded from your webcam. Like you have that journey, you had that somewhere in your mind you will record. I never had that, to be honest. My YouTube thing was an accident. I created an Instagram page, just not even revealing my face, just posting my doodles on iPad. Then I posted a story about Anki. I remember I got a lot of requests. What Anki? What are you using? So I replied to a lot of DMs the same message. I was copy pasting my message because I've written it. I was like, okay, people in India do not know about Anki at all. So then a few requests came and I was like, okay, you know what? I'll start a YouTube channel. I'll make a video about it. Then we'll see how it goes. I started a YouTube channel. I put out, I think it was, if you see my Anki video, it has the most views.
Yeah.
Like my second video has the most views on my channel. And I am like talking like a skeleton in that video because I have no experience. Like, for example, you started out in 2012. Those skeleton type of videos you have weeded out from your channel, unlisted. That second video has the most views, and I'm like, people are coming to see that video, and what will they see? Like, this guy is just talking like that.
I like that video. I've watched it a lot of times because I did not know anything about Anki. Like, that's a good video.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to be so hard on yourself.
But yeah, so that is one video. For example, if it was like a ABC video in the future of my YouTube journey, I would weed it out and put it unlisted. But that's not gonna happen. So my goal with it is still, my first goal is my final year to become a doctor. YouTube is still secondary, I would say, but I'm trying to incorporate it more in my life, and let's see how it goes. And one day maybe I can be the second best video vlogger.
Like
from-
the
next to
reason I
you.
can think that you are not able to push it up your priority list is because you haven't hit 100k views on any video yet. Like, I guess that's
Yeah,
one
true,
of the
true.
turning points of your career. Like, once you put up a video and in 1 week it reaches 100k views, next week
That's a lot of motivation.
automatically you are like, no, I want to make a video, because even though it's not like something I enjoy doing, the views are great, and this would help me a lot. So and the good thing is
I
that if
can
you love
agree.
the process, then it's just a fun part that you're doing.
I love the process. I have no regrets. I love editing. I'm all into technology. I'm always finding new things to edit, new ways to edit. Just have to manage time as a final year medical student, and I have taken a lot of
Totally.
tips from you. So people who think that seniors cannot learn from juniors, they are wrong. I have learned a lot of YouTube tips, especially from him. So yeah, let's wrap this YouTube thing up. The next thing we are going to talk about is, like, this guy still has 24 hours. He does this YouTube. He has got an amazing rank. Also, this guy has developed an application that is amazing, and it's called Axon, and he has a medical name about it. Okay, so let's talk about Axon. What is it? How did you come up with it? Why is it named Axon? Everything. So the stage is yours.
Okay. So talking about Axon, it's the most precious thing I've created in my entire life. It took more effort than you can imagine, because in my YouTube channel, I've put around 76 videos till now. It's been around 2 years since everything started moving. Axon has around 135 something videos, and I did it in 1.5 month. So it took and one each video is around 40 to 75 minutes. So everything took a lot of time, effort, energy. So let me just give you an insight. I like I told you in my YouTube journey, right? Ki my parents told me ki put something on YouTube for NEET aspirants. I'm on YouTube. There is so much competition. If you dive onto the NEET journey, there's literally people who have dedicated their entire channels for NEET journey and NEET thing. So YouTube was not the space I wanted to go in, and moreover, making 100 videos on YouTube requires a lot of motivation. He can tell you that. It requires tremendous. Once you shoot one video, you're done. Like that's usually what happens for YouTube, right? Once you edit one video, there's no going again. So I needed motivation to make everything possible. Second, I needed a platform other than YouTube where competition was not there, so that I could freely, without worrying about the algorithm, do whatever I want to do. And the next thing is that I wanted to do something apart from my normal life, that is. So first I thought ki maybe we should make a website, and then I thought websites aren't accessible to everybody. You need to have a laptop to access it, because making a mobile friendly website is actually a very tedious job. Like I have my website, we have to duplicate the pages and make them mobile friendly, like you might be aware if you're a web developer. So all of this led to the idea we should create an app. That app should be actually having all the lectures which you want, and that's it. Lectures was the initial plan. And then what happened was that I was solving a lot of questions on my NEET PG preparation app Marrow, and I got the motivation, why not along with lecture put your questions as well, so that a student could get more out of each lecture. So then I was like, yes, sure, let's do the questions as well. So then like a few of my friends, I asked them, paid them everything, and they started developing this app for me. So what happened was that that app came to like it was almost developed, and my videos weren't done because I was too busy doing my exams thing for second year as well as for YouTube. So I did not have any time to make all these videos which I made. Right, so I had to actively make out 4 videos for the month of September. Not for September, for August, yeah. So for August, I made 4 videos in the month before it. And in August, I took a break from studying as well as from YouTube. And in that 1 month, I dedicated my entire time every day, like 6 to 7 hours every day, to just recording videos for the app, and later in the evening writing the question banks and like making the format for importing into the app, because there's have to be a sort of format for the app to read your data. So doing all of that, and then I got my app ready. We had like 20 days to test it. So uploaded everything into the app, already made sure that the data overload is not too much on the student, so that literally everybody can access it. And then also we added the notes using which I had taught, which were made by me and a few of my friends from college. So all of this was done, and I was so scared of releasing it. Like literally I remember shaking a few moments before I hit the publish button. And the reason is I had not put out any single product which was digital, first of all, and second of all, which costed money. So once you are in YouTube and you ask your audience to pay you some money, in India, specifically in India, people get really mad about it. So if you ask ki I'll give you 135 videos that will cover everything, right from MCQs to everything, and give you 5,000 MCQs, and for that I am charging 800 rupees, people can get mad. Like this is a scenario in India where people don't appreciate anything, that the value they are deriving is tremendous, right? So I was so afraid because I had seen a lot of people get trolled. I've seen like different YouTubers get trolled because of this, but I was like, it's okay. The important thing is we can't go back now. It's too late. We have paid so many thousands, lakhs of rupees for development for this entire setup, for recording videos, time, effort. I'm like, chalo, dal dete hain. So I like made the entire video, tried my best to sound modest, and put up the video. And like that day itself, the app got 10,000 downloads in the very first day. It was like number 7 on trending that day. So it was such a big thing, like it was really amazing for me. and on that day a lot of people also bought the subscription, which felt good. Like, and I did not see even a single comment which was telling that okay, this guy is just here for making money, etc. So
Yeah.
I thought that at least my audience which I have respects me and values what I have to give to them. And since then I've had so many like people come up to me and say that my lectures have like changed their biology marks. Like, there's a guy which I know, he was scoring around 150 or something in biology. He's like a hardcore user of Axon, and after finishing everything his average scores are now above 300. So you can imagine a doubling of your rank, easily doubling. If you were at 10,000
Yeah.
and then you would now be under 100, under 1,000, if that's the amount of improvement you're showing. And we have also given like around 100 people the free subscription, because they truly were not capable of even putting up that sort of money, like 800 rupees, 1000 rupees. So we were like, it's okay, we can bear that cost on ourselves, because if you take the total 100% that I get out of Axon, out of which my cut is very very low. So because if you watch the videos, you're using the internet from the cloud services that we
Yeah.
have bought, and that charges us money, so it's a complicated process. So my cut is low, but I decided okay, it's okay. Those people actually need it more than me.
Yeah.
And now that it's a balance between what I'm getting, what I can donate, so it's a really great thing that so many people have been benefited from it. There have been also instances where people are like, iska app अच्छा नहीं है, वैसा नहीं है. So I'm like, ठीक है यार, सबके अपने अपने opinions होते हैं. So it's okay, they don't affect me. And most of it has been super positive, and we are currently under the development of version 2 of Axon. It is it is so much better than the last one. It has got a lot of different interfaces as well. Live classes are also there. So, and we have I've also like made my entire dedicated team for different things like marketing, and then we have other things as well for development and for question bank. So it's going to be a continuously updating process from now on, and I see Axon being in the level of like Baiju or an academy in a few years. At least that's what I plan on doing with it. So yeah, that was like that was how Axon is about. That is what Axon is about. The name Axon, I did not plan it. It was accidental. It was one of those things I got when I was mindlessly showering. I was like, Axon अच्छा नाम है. I was first I was thinking about neuron. Then I thought कि न्यूरॉन थोड़ा कॉम्प्लेक्स हो जाएगा. नेफ्रॉन तो we want to stay away from urine and feces, so not nephron, not neuron. So we are like, चलो axon ले लेते हैं. So we got it, Axon. So that's about the name. It's truly like a great app. At least the version 2 is so good, like so much better. Like, if you're familiar with Pathoma, I've tried to incorporate the same techniques, like how Hussain sir teaches, like understanding to the deepest level. Even every single thing, if you understand, you don't have to memorize.
True.
So that is the core basis of Axon, and all at a low price. You can't get that much value out of anything in your life.
We will surely be having a link down in the description box below, so you can check out Axon if you haven't yet already. And if you are a NEET UG aspirant, you should. I wish I had it, but you are junior to me, so that was not possible. So yeah, how will it really benefit a student? Like, what is your thought process? What a student should do when he's using my app? Like, should he just do this? Should he just do that? What is the workflow he should be using? So tell us more about that.
Yeah, so this is the very first lecture on my app, is how to use Axon.
Wow.
So
See,
I talk about, first of all, the thing is, you read your NCERT book of biology, right? And if you are watching it after version 2, foundation for 8, 9, 10th also, you read whatever your standard books are first read the chapter. Second, watch Axon video, so that you will get all the information that you just read explained to you. Right, and after you're done with it, solve the question bank which is given in Axon, because it has the previous year questions as well as some high yield, difficult to solve questions.
Wow.
And if you're done with the question bank, review your mistakes, right? And then go back to your text and read it again, and then read the notes which are present on Axon, or you can read it as well as the ones which you have taken. So like, this is the flow you should be following for Axon.
Okay. So now we know how to use the app, but what you already touched on this topic. You see Axon competing or surpassing other apps which are in the same field. An academy you named, Byju's you named. So what are actually your future plans, and what are you thinking that this update will enhance the app amazingly, So what are your future plans about Axon updates and Axon as an app?
So currently we have question banks. We don't have tests so
Oh.
far. So that will be the major update. Will be focusing on how we give tests and how thousands of students all across the world, all across India, can compete together, and they can be having a rank list in that. So that is all India test series for Axon, and that should be included in the same price package as your normal Axon is. So we want to keep the price as low as possible, and we want to keep the quality and the amount of good stuff you're getting from one subscription. We want to keep it to the highest, and that's what the plan is. Live classes are going to be introduced, right? A lot of question banks, like we are aiming around 30,000 questions this
Wow.
time. So that's what we are aiming right now. And tests, notes, physical notes, so all of these are and more subjects eventually. So that's the current plan.
And I will remind you, this guy still has 24 hours in a day, still has 7 days in a week, and he has done so much. We've talked about it. YouTube, your personal aiming, getting 885, acing medical school. Hopefully, you'll ace your second year exams, which are postponed. And this Axon app, now even getting into all of this stuff. It's even finding the time to do podcasts with other people. That's amazing. What you are capable of doing in 24 hours. So yeah, that's a big inspiration and a motivation for many people, including me. So now we've covered Anuj as a creator, Anuj as a person who has his own app, Anuj as a student who got 885 in NEET. Now is the time to have some fun, and let's have a rapid fire round. I'll ask you quick
Yeah.
questions, and you have to answer the first thing that comes to your mind. Okay, so starting the rapid fire round. Let's see how you do it. Number one, if a movie was made on you, what genre would it be?
Action and adventure.
Which actor would you want to play it?
Tom Cruise or Robert Downey Jr.
I would agree on Tom Cruise. Action movie. Okay. If you were stranded on a tropical island, what two things would you want with you?
If it was Minecraft, probably a wood and flint and steel. If it's real life, then my phone and infinite power source.
Okay. If you were a superhero, what would your powers be?
The same as Superman, because he's the best.
But you still get defeated by Batman. Which is a
Martha.
you.
Huh.
If you had access to a time machine, where would you go?
Pre-industrial revolution, probably.
No internet, nothing.
Yeah, no, that simpler lives.
One food which you cannot give up on.
Pink pasta.
Pink pasta. Yeah, I can agree. The mix sauce. What is your guilty pleasure? It's a rapid fire.
I don't know. Eating a lot of ice cream, I guess.
That's perfectly fine. I can agree with that. Okay. Now, this or that. Medicine or surgery?
Medicine.
Physical notes or digital notes?
Oh, digital notes.
Physical classes or online classes?
No classes at all.
Apple or Android?
For phones, Android. Apart from that, everything Apple.
DC or Marvel?
Oh God, DC.
Oh, I did not expect this. Coffee or tea?
Coffee. I know you love tea.
Yeah, I love tea. PlayStation or Xbox?
PlayStation.
Or PC
Yeah.
because you play a lot of
Yeah.
Minecraft.
Yeah.
Okay. What is the first word that comes to your mind when I say this word? Okay. Pathology.
Hussain Sattar.
I thought you would say your sister. She will be disappointed, man.
She doesn't watch our videos, don't worry.
Hopefully she doesn't watch this one. Okay. Doctor.
Papa.
Axon.
Oh, best. The best.
Family.
Love.
Gaming.
Minecraft.
Inspiration.
Myself.
Wow. YouTube.
Career.
Last. Mad about medicine.
Most hardworking Instagrammer ever.
Okay, I think that's done with the rapid fire.
Super awesome.
I think you did amazingly well. I didn't expect a few answers, especially that DC Marvel one got me.
Like, I liked Marvel until Snyder Cut was not released. Honestly, Endgame was my favorite movie. Snyder Cut changed it. Everything was changed. Like, every single minute of Snyder Cut is worth praising. You can pause it, take a screenshot, and you can put it as your desktop wallpaper. It would not affect you. It was like 300.
Yeah. Hopefully they continue the Snyderverse, but I don't think so they're gonna do that.
Yeah.
But let's see. Okay, lot of talk about rapid fire, DC, Marvel. Now we come to the last segment of the show, which is diving a bit more deeper into your personal life. We saw you as a creator.
Right.
We tried to poke into your personal life with rapid fire questions. Now we dive deep into it. So let's start with this. What or who? You answered this in your rapid fire though, but let's see if it changes here. What or who inspires you to not pull the handbrakes and keep on working hard?
I guess I inspire me. I guess that's how it works with me. That's
Okay.
I keep on repeatedly saying this, but I really mean it that I am my only competition. Like, that has been my number one goal from the start. And always, every single time when I'm making a video, I'm like, last video say better hona chahiye. Like, every creator, like every single time you make a video, it has to be better than the last one. Every single like Taylor Swift said that she had such a big creative pressure on her that she actually went into depression because of this entire thing, right? So that's like the same thing. I inspire myself to keep producing more and more, because there is nobody I know in real life that actually does the things that I am doing. So there is nobody to tell me keep going, right? So that's how it's going right now.
That's I think a good ideology, that you are your only competition, and that also fades out a lot of negativity that you get from competition. Like, you start competing with your friends, and then you start to lose those friends because you are actively competing against them. So
Definitely.
that's a good ideology. Yeah, I agree with it. So next question: what are your future plans as a doctor? Now, I saw your video, which was out today. Out today, I mean the day we are recording. You hope to be an endocrinologist. In that video, you said that.
So,
but what are your future plans as a doctor?
So, I've met a lot of doctors. I've talked to a lot of doctors, a lot of reputed doctors as well. So every time that I talk to them, one thing that they emphasize is, apart from your medical life, you also have to keep your personal life as well as something hobbies apart from your this thing. Like, Bone Teacher in one of his video, which I guess I was also a part of, we did a collab on the Indian Medico channel. So he told that the creative side of us slowly dies death, something like that. So that's true, like every doctor tells that. So my plan would be to get a decent residency, right? Definitely I want to do some sort of MD, like, be it anything. I would try my best to get medicine, but it is very difficult, but trying is what I can do, right? So I will try my best to do medicine. Apart from that, also invest more and more time into this YouTube channel, as well as my app Axon, and a lot of future adventures which I don't know which I'll be taking. So that it's not just one thing which I'm doing in my life, it's actually a lot of things that I'm doing in my life. So that's my future plan. And specifically speaking about this thing, doctors and medicine. So I would love to get an MD medicine, and after that, if I want to, I might specialize in this endocrinology. That is, if I end up getting it, because it is a very high, very high super specialization. Because diabetology is a very, very important thing currently. So that, and I have this weird dream of making my own hospital before my residency starts. I don't know how that's gonna pan out. Maybe this YouTube channel will help me some sort economically, because if you have the finance, then only you can do something. If you don't have the finance, nothing is gonna happen. So I'm trying my best to also save some money and make my dream come alive. So
hopefully you'll reach there.
Hopefully, man.
Okay. So some last words in this last segment of the show for the audience, your fans watching this, and what do you have to say to them if they've reached this far, that is?
Right. I'm sure like 25% of people have reached the end, because most of my videos, if they are longer than 30 minutes, they have like 27-28% audience retention.
I hope
so
that's
anyways,
the same here.
So guys, you'll get 50%, man. So the thing is, if you're still watching, I would encourage you to walk the paths which you haven't walked before, and dive into things that you don't know a lot about, because that has changed my life, definitely. Nobody would have predicted that YouTube would go so far. Nobody would have predicted Axon would be so good, or my website would be so good. Every single thing started because one day I had an idea that I should do it. I did not know anything about YouTube, websites, apps, etc. I just started it because I could. And if you are in the same position where you can have some sort of time, if I can make the time, you can make the time. Definitely, we are the same. We all start from zero, right? So walk the paths which you haven't walked before, and don't shy from working hard, even if it's taking you like 1 month to record all the 135 videos for Axon. Do it, because one day it will change a lot of lives. And and most importantly, subscribe to both of our channels. You will get a dose of motivation and a lot of knowledge by watching his amazing videos and podcasts, and some of my vlogs as well. So I guess that's my last message to people watching this. 28% people still watching this.
Thank
it would
you
be
for
so
watching.
cool if the audience retention is actually 28.